Is Rebel Radio on the hardest station in the nation, Rebel Radio, AM 1300 WRDZ, rebelradio.com. I'm Scott Davidson. We are now joined by my good friend, the one, the only, Chuck Billy from Testament. How you doing, Chuck?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing great, and I just saw your show at the Ramova Theater about a month or two ago. Awesome show, and I like that venue. How about you?
It was great. You know, that's the first time playing there. It's a good venue.
Yeah, great venue.
So many to choose from now in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of great ones. Last time you played, like a couple years ago, you played at a bar in the city. Oh, man, the Radius. That was your first time there,
The Radius.
too? Yeah, that was cool, too. So you had Radius.
Yeah, that's a good room. That's a really good building. Look forward to doing that again.
Yeah, Radius, and then now you've played the Ramova Theater, so things are great. Now, you're calling today about Testament, of course, but also you have a brand new book coming out. It comes out in a few months, right? Or the fall, right?
November 10th, it's going to come out. November 10th, it's called Holding My Breath. It's the Two Testaments of Chuck Billy, and you can get your pre-orders at chuckbillybooks.com. You can go there and get all the advanced copies, pre-ordered, signed copies, all that good stuff. That's
cool. Now it says forward Rob Halford, afterward Randy Blythe. That's cool. Was that your idea?
Yeah. You know, when I was doing it, since it's the Two Testaments of Chuck, and it's basically my story split into two stories, the Chuck growing up before Testament and getting into the band, and the Chuck after, and the New Testament after that. So, you know, it's the Two Testaments of Chuck.
So it's going to come out on hardcover, paperback, ebook, audiobook. Pick your poison and pick it from your favorite retailer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a different experience from doing a record, that's for sure. You know, I wasn't like looking to do a book. I was approached to do it, and it sounded interesting. Didn't know what it was all involved, but now that it's all done, you know, it was a really good experience. It was kind of a therapeutic experience, you know, especially when you go through your whole life and then you kind of connect pieces of your life that kind of make sense, talking it through. So it was actually a very therapeutic experience.
Now, you were approached about doing it. Was it our friend Jeremy Wagner?
It wasn't Jeremy.
Okay.
You know, I do have some offers from Jerry to do some graphic novels with his company, but that wasn't put out through his.
Okay. Pretty cool. I mean, I've been reading up on this. It's very cool. 161 days until the release, November 10th, 2026. Now, why'd you pick November 10th? Is that just when it's ready, or it's ready? Why that date?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, the publisher and the publishing world and book world, you know, they have their particular dates that they like to get the books released.
Okay.
To make certain lists or have it ready for Christmas.
Christmas,
so
yeah.
They had a target date that they needed to get it on the streets, but also to get it in the press to get printed, you know. So it's a whole process. It wasn't an exact date, but, you know, it came quick. Like I said, next thing you know, I had a release date.
Wow. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, you got the whole 9 yards here. And just from reading what I've seen so far, it looks very cool. Now, it says age diagnosis. You had cancer at age 38. That's in the book, too, of course, right?
Yeah, I mean, I tell the story about when I was a younger teenager, you know, kind of laying in the bed wanting to dream of being an entertainer, a musician, and somehow that 38 year was kind of the year that stuck, you know, that my life expectancy was supposed to be, and then I was diagnosed with cancer and kind of made it through the other side. You know, there's, you know, I kind of realized there is some sort of a story there, especially thinking that I wasn't going to make it past 38, and then to make it past 38 and have, you know, pretty good success with the band Testament, you know, and, you know, I think there's a story there to be told.
Definitely. And, of course, the latest album from Testament is doing very well, right?
Yeah, actually it's getting great response. A lot of people, a lot of fans. I think it's our best work. It's, you know, I think having Chris come aboard, the record's much more intense, you know, than some of the previous Testament records. But I think kids and people want to hear that. You know, we're definitely stretching our wings a little bit into, some different territories, but it feels good.
Testament Parabellum. You should have it already because it came out in 2025. If you haven't, go pick it up and support Testament. You guys have been supporting Rebel Radio since our day one, 1994. I remember picking you guys up at the Vic Theater. You did a show there. We were the radio sponsor, and we drove you to a bar called Chaser's Bar and Grill in Niles, just outside Chicago. And you guys did an acoustic set for me, and that was awesome, man. Hearing Greenhouse Effect and all these cool songs on acoustic, that was awesome. Remember that?
Yeah, those were the days, man. When radio was still supporting metal a lot all over, and you had those opportunities to do those kind of events. I think those days are kind of long gone, but
different world.
Great memories.
Yes, different world today in 2026, right?
Yeah, totally different world.
All right, so now, what's next for Testament? You guys just did a big tour. When you're back home now?
We're home, but we're getting ready to leave at the end of the month. We're going over to Europe. We didn't go to Europe last summer, so we're going to go twice this year. We're leaving at the end of June, and then we'll go back at the end of July. And we got South America lined up at the end of the year, and then next year is going to be a very busy year. We got a lot of stuff in the books lining up right now.
So 2027 is looking really busy. How do you guys sit there and have meetings about, we haven't been to Germany for a while. How do you guys decide all that stuff? Or does your booking agent do that?
Yeah, our agent, but we're talk one-on-one with our agent and tell them kind of where we want to go and what tours we enjoyed and where we want to go again, things like that. And they put it all together. But, we're looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good year. We're gonna be busy. I know Eric and Chris, they already have about 8 or 9 songs ready for the next record. So hopefully we can get in and make another record next year.
So you're planning on a new Testament album in 2027?
Yeah.
Awesome. You guys don't mess around. That's awesome.
Oh, again, man. The clock's ticking.
The clock is ticking. It's Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson, joined by our good friend Chuck Billy from Testament. They just played the Remova Theater, had a great show, great crowd, and now you're going to be going overseas again. When does the overseas tour start?
The first date's going to be with Iron Maiden in Belgium on June 29th.
Wow. Iron Maiden in Belgium, June 29th. So that's not too far away. It's 27 days away.
Not too far away.
Awesome. You played with Iron Maiden. You played so many great shows. What band do you look back and go, man, I wish we'd have played with this band here? Or, was there a band that did you play with Black Sabbath? Probably, right?
We played with Sabbath, everybody. The only band we probably never played with in our genre would probably, a tour with would probably be Metallica. So that's probably the last one on our bucket list to kind of do.
That'd be a good tour. Testament Metallica. Let's call Frank. Let's hit it up. All right, now, but you've played with Metallica before, but not a tour, right?
Yeah, we did some festivals over in Europe. That's about it, but nothing more than that.
And they're from the Bay Area, too.
Oh, yeah.
There should be a Bay Area tour.
Makes sense.
Metallica, Testament, Death Angel. Let's make a Bay Area tour. Hit it all over the world.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh,
the
definitely.
Bay Area Beatdown. It'd be awesome.
That's a good name. The Bay Area Beatdown. It's awesome. All right, Rebel Radio, we've been on for 32 years coming up, and we've been playing Testament since day one. So thank you so much for all the great music. When you do a show live like you played Remova Theater, you got so many great albums to choose from. How do you pick a set list?
Well, it's not easy, but, I think lately we probably are playing stuff that we haven't played in 20, 30 years. Like, So Many Lies, songs like off the Ritual record, which we don't really pick a lot of those songs. So to play those, I think at this point in our career, we're open to play just about anything that we've written at this point. And it's fun because it does bring back memories for the band, but it's fun to play those old songs.
Definitely. And they still stand up to this day. I mean, they're great songs.
They do.
That's cool.
Yeah, they do. And they sound heavier these days because we play better and our tuning, we tune down a little. So the songs just come across a little heavier.
Awesome. All right, so now here it says a recognition on your book. It says California State Assembly Honor for Influence on Native Communities. That's pretty cool. What's that about?
Well, here in California, in California is where the state capital is. So they took one day and they recognized me for the Native American in my band and everything. And we went to the Capitol building and we got to go in there on the floor and they had my name up on there and they did a little ceremony and presented me with a plaque, you know, in honoring, you know, making it Chuck Billy Day, and gave me a nice flag to take home with me. And it was kind of cool, you know.
That's
all my
awesome.
family came and took pictures and stuff, and it was pretty awesome recognition.
That's very cool. And then you got an award for the best music video, American Indian Film Festival, Native Blood. Now, that video,
Yeah.
was that, did you have a lot of say in the making of that video?
Yeah, actually, we had a lot to say with as far as the fires. We actually shot that video up on our reservation up in Hoffman, California, right on my land. Right on our property up there. We cleared it out. We brought the dancers in and brought hay bales and wood to set on fire, and it was an awesome experience, you know. So it's really brought the community a little closer together.
Now, every time I see a book, you know, especially by a band, there's usually, here it says, with Dave Erickson. Now, who's Dave Erickson?
He's my ghostwriter. So
Okay.
me and him talked on the phone for probably 4 months.
Wow.
You know, probably 3-4 times a week. So me and him just talked, and he wrote it out for me.
Okay.
So I didn't have to actually type, but we worked together, and we wrote it, and then we went and read it through and modified it and just put it all together.
How many pages in this book?
It's close to 300 pages.
That's a lot. That's a lot of pages.
Which actually, I'm actually right now on my way to the studio to finish the audiobook.
Oh, yeah, awesome. So the audiobook, you're not reading the book, are you? You're telling your stories, or how does that work?
I'm reading the book, but I'm not just reading. I'm actually like telling the stories, because I know the stories, and I go along with the book to see where I'm at. But I kind of stray off and tell stories, and I'm going to put music in the background with some Judas Priest or, you know, whatever I'm talking about, some Kiss or whatever. And, you know, I'm smoking weed while I'm reading the book. And,
Awesome.
you know, it's just a laid-back book that's just not serious. I think a boring book would just be boring to hear me read. You know, so I'm telling stories. I'm getting high. You know, I'm laughing. I'm joking. You know, it's fun.
Awesome. Now, who approached Rob Halford and Randy Blythe? Was that you made the phone call and said, hey, I want you to do forward, Rob? How would that work?
Yeah, I did. You know, and that I had to get up a bunch of nerve to do it because, you know, you want to ask, but you don't want to be rejected.
No.
You know, so it takes a minute to kind of get up the nerve to say, okay, I'm ready for the rejection if he says no. So when I wrote Randy was all in. He's all, hell yeah, you know, I was, fuck yeah, I'm going to do whatever you need.
How about
And
Rob?
then Rob as well. I finally had the nerve to reach out to Rob, and right away he came back saying, yeah, he'd be honored to do it. And within 2 days I had it. You know, he wrote it and blew me away. It brought me almost to tears.
Wow.
Words he said. So it was awesome.
That's amazing. Rob Halford and Randy Blythe, Judas Priest singer, Lamb of God singer. Man, there's so many great singers in the metal industry, isn't there, Chuck?
Yeah. And I got a bunch of great blogs and comments from like Jamie Josta and Jose Magnin and all kinds of people I got within there. I got statements and stuff like that. So that's going to be on the cover of the book or within the book.
Very cool. Now, I also read, too, I know Sepultura is doing their last show, and you're going to be there. Are you going to perform with them?
Yeah.
How's that work?
Well, I know I spoke with them at the Metal Allegiance show at NAMM earlier this year, and they had told me that, you know, they were going to invite me to come up there to sing, but it turns out now that Metal Allegiance got invited, so I will definitely be there to do Metal Allegiance, and if they ask me to do a Sepultura song, of course I'll be up there.
What if they asked you to do the tribal drum thing? You could do that, right?
Oh, I'll be up there. I'll do it.
Have you ever done that before?
No, but I'm down.
We should bring that up to him. I'll try and interview Sepultura and bring it up. I was talking to Chuck, and he wants to do the tribal drum thing with you guys. They'll bring you up there.
There you go.
I did it twice with SoFi and twice with Sepultura. It's awesome. Great time.
Nice.
on drums. Chuck, thank you so much for calling in, always supporting Rebel Radio. What do you want to say to your fans here in Chicago and around the world before I let you go finish your audiobook?
Well, I love everybody around the world. Thank you for the support, but just make sure you go get a copy at chuckbillybook.com, and you're going to get your book. You can get an autographed copy and learn who I am when I'm growing up, that Chuck you don't know.
Exclusive signed copies available through Premier Collectibles, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Those two cover the books huge, right? Barnes & Noble especially.
Yeah, the Barnes & Noble will have it. Everybody will have it, but you can go to chuckbillybook.com, and they're going to have the autographed copies and all the advanced copies right there.
They have a quote right here. It says, "I refuse to let go." Is that when you had the cancer? Or is that when you wanted to make it as a band?
Just refused and take no for an answer.
Awesome. And it worked, right? Worked out.
That's it. I'm here.
Awesome. All right, Chuck, we're going to put you on the spot. You're going to be the guest DJ. We're going to play two songs, and you picked these two songs. You picked the title track, Parabellum, and you picked, what else did you pick? You picked, For
the Love of Pain.
For Love of Pain. Why did you pick those two songs?
Well, Parabellum, the title track, definitely needs to get played. We didn't get to play that live yet, and I'm looking forward to playing that live. Very good song, but also For the Love of Pain, just the sheer brutality of that track.
Awesome. All right, now I'm going to have you be the DJ. Just add Rebel Radio in the end or beginning. Doesn't matter. You're the DJ. Thank you so much for calling in. Good luck on the book. I can't wait to read it. And here you go. You take it away. See you later, Chuck.
All righty. Hey, this is Chuck Billy from Testament right here on Rebel Radio. Me and Scott Davison throwing it down hard today. Check it out. There's a song by Testament, title track called Parabellum.
And what's that about, Chuck?
It's about storming the gates at 9/11 is what the song was inspired by.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
All right, Scott. Thanks for having me, man. We'll see you soon.
See you later. Bye.
Bye now. Bye.
Chuck Billy, Testament here. It's Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson still with you. We're on Facebook Live. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks for supporting Rebel Radio and Testament. This is Parabellum, the title track. Great album. Go pick it up if you haven't already. All right, we got double dose of Testament right now. To hear this double dose, switch over to Rebel Radio, our brand new station, AM 1300 WRDZ. We're also on rebelradio.com all over the world. To hear this double dose of Testament. Thanks to Chuck Billy for calling in. Thanks to Maria from Adrenaline PR for setting up the interview. And thanks to you for watching. Have a great day. This is Testament, double dose. Parabellum starting it off. Brand new CD came out in 2025. Later.